jeez. Oh, I'm yawning with the nerves already.
1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hello, Nev. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
We're back.
listeners. Hi.
I've got my good friend Nev Clare with us tonight, and it's a little bit dark in this room, Nev, but that doesn't matter.
Well,
we can see each other, can't
you can put some fancy effects on later.
we? No, I don't think I will. I think I'll just keep it the way we are. Two old grumpy men.
Sitting in the dark.
I'm just going to ask Nev a couple of simple questions. Like, one is, did you get here on the bus today, Nev?
I did get here on the bus, yeah.
It's so, I mean, I've been getting the bus to gigs for 30 odd years, and I think it's a special thing. Sometimes, you know, I feel as if I haven't been to a gig if I haven't got the bus.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So many beautiful stories, you know, and it's a great, well, you know, I live on my Todd, so it's just a way of, you know, just being around people and just, well, and of course I'm like a magpie, you know, I just want to overhear things, you know, so.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously you've got your guitar and that, and I mean, that's the only worry when you're on a bus, isn't it? Like and then people, well, on the plus side, people talk to you because you've got your guitar, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I'm on the metro. On the last metro, it's always like, give us a tune and that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, do you want to know all? It's normally on the...
Well, they've asked you that anyway, don't they?
Yeah.
So, Nev's been playing the Jumpin Club for, I reckon, nigh on 2 decades, I think. And I can't remember when we met. I know there was people, I'll tell you what, there was people saying to me before I ever met you, you should meet Nev, he's right for the Jumpin Club and stuff. That was like a long time ago, Nev, and I think it was probably when you were just starting, actually, because you have been playing for a long time, even done parties and wedding anniversaries at my house.
Oh, well, I've had that honour, it's been brilliant. Thank you, Graham.
So
the feeling's mutual. Not that it's some sort of loving, you know, but Graham's a beautiful songwriter as well, but he keeps his light under a bushel. Yeah.
Well, the bushel's alright for me, I'm quite happy there. So, Nev, just tell her how you start with music and that, because I never really asked you that. And I know you've got music in the family. I know your mum was like a singer.
That's right.
Did that all spoon back onto you? And cause
maybe. I mean, my dad played the piano. Well, that's how I came into existence, right? So, my dad played the piano, and my mum sang in the choir with Brunswick Methodist behind Phoenix. And,
it's still there, isn't it?
And then one day, his mate from the army dropped out. His mate used to play the piano there, and he says, "Stan, could you do it instead?" And so that's how we met my mum, you know. So, without music, without her singing, without him playing the piano, you know, none of this interview would never have happened, you know.
Oh, I'm glad they met in the Brunswick Methodist Church.
But the thing is, no one has asked, and I've never thought about it, but I did a thing for a NARC the other week.
Right.
And they just said, well, how did it all get started? And
right.
The truth is, I was in a metal band. That's all I ever wanted, to be a heavy metal guitarist, right?
It comes out your lyrics sometimes.
It might do.
Right.
So I was never good enough though, with the Eddie Van Halen stuff and stuff like that, you know. So I was in a band in Newcastle, like a little metal band. And then one day I was just walking back from the Cumberland and I fell over and I smashed my wrist. I smashed this wrist, you know, so you can see how it's all out of joint. It's all mashed up in there, you know.
Yeah, me.
I know. So I couldn't do the stuff anymore, you know, and I said to the surgeon at the hospital, will I be able to play guitar again? He wasn't sure, you know. So anyway, so I had a cast on and I was desperate to play the guitar, so I just thought, well, I'll have to teach myself a finger pick, you know.
Finger pick.
And that's how that started.
Right. I mean, Nev's style is very gentle and it's lovingly done with the very gentle songs, but yeah, so that come from that then, eh? Wow.
I know, and I would never have seen myself. And obviously when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to hear John Martin on the radio and I loved him, and Joni Mitchell, John Renbourn and people like that.
Yeah.
And I've been able to see some of them, you know.
Yeah.
But I never saw myself as a finger picker. I never have. I never set out to be one, you know.
Well, it's certainly it's a lucky scoop for us and you falling down.
I know.
Smashing your wrist.
And I got a few quid combo as well, you know. You know, where there's a blame, there's a claim, folks. You know, so.
Actually, you're living a little bit lessly more, aren't you? You haven't got your day job at the hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that better for your writing songs? I mean, you've got less
I've got less to write
Well,
about.
that's all right,
I've got nothing left to say. The truth is, I've got nothing left to say.
We'll talk about George Welsh, because George Welsh was and is a big influence on everybody. I think who's local like me and you.
Well, everyone who's seen him, you know,
seen him.
still is. It's my inspiration, you know, and it took me a little while to reflect on this. But I mean, the first ever acoustic gig I did was at George's thing at the Cumberland, you know,
was
at the
it?
folk club. He was the first one to give us a chance and say, "Oh, what can he then?" You know, even though the first acoustic song I ever wrote was about Elizabeth Nietzsche. You know, Friedrich Nietzsche's sister.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, she went to South America and tried to set up an Aryan colony.
Right.
And so I wrote a song about that on an acoustic guitar, and he was like, "I can't hear that's Harry," you know. So thank God,
Good start.
thank God those days have gone, and I've sort of come back down to earth a bit. And I think George certainly told me, "You're right about what you see. You're right about what you know." You know what I mean? And
Saying no, yeah. I think I've always done that as well. It's like
you certainly have.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
your albums. It's like a picture book of like living around Gateshead and Coatsworth Road and Salt
like
Road.
Long Benton as well. I mean,
love it all. I love it at the moment with the blossom on the trees, and it's lovely in Long Benton. And where I live, you can see that are on the third floor, and you can see the tops of the trees and the little goldfinches hopping around. Watch the magpies, and it's just magic, you know.
If it's any consolation, it's fantastic down the bank of Sheriff Hill today. I saw all that stuff going to the match, and I thought, hey, what a wonderful place to live as well. So I mean, the North East, especially the Newcastle and Gateshead area, I wouldn't live anywhere else.
I know, I love it, love it.
Thank you, Nev. And
and thank you to Graham, because really I've met so many people through Graham and the Jumpin Hot Club that I would never have had a chance to meet or be on the same stage with, you know.
Well, I hope that's a good thing. I'm not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
Oh, matching jumpers.
It's already, you know, you're working. It's in your working memory, but it's going to get filtered out very quickly. You know, when you wake up tomorrow morning, oh, what an amazing band! Look in that corner, were freaking amazing. And that geezer on before, oh, what was his name? And that's fine, isn't it? And some things are worth remembering, and some things are worth forgetting. It's not too loud, is it? Is that all right? Listen to that. That's great. I'll remember this moment until I forget the wine and the music, the friends that we met. It's destined to vanish, but not quite yet. I'll remember until I forget. I'll remember this evening, as long as I do, the terms that we saw and the drink we got through, the sun in the treetops that smile on you. I'll remember until I forget. Nothing is unforgettable, and though I'll try to recall, I know after all I'll forget all these lyrics. I'll remember until I forget. I'll remember until I forget.